In every thriving community, there comes a time when we have to look beyond individual success and ask a deeper question. How are we building together? For Black business, Black professionals, Black leaders, and Black families, collaboration is not just a nice idea, it's necessary. Hello and welcome to the Maine Health Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Anderson. Historically, we have always found strength in community. We've built churches, schools, businesses, neighborhoods, civic organizations, and support systems when doors were closed to us. We learned how to create opportunity when opportunity was denied. That same spirit is still needed. Today, we are joined by leaders who understand that collaboration is not just about sitting at the same table. It's about building tables, opening doors, creating strategy, and making sure that the next generation has something stronger to stand on. I am honored to welcome two guests that represent both service and strategy. Tia Benning, the founder of Breakbrush LLC, retired U.S. Army Colonel, combat veteran, and secretary of the board of directors for the Alamo City Black Chamber of Commerce, and Greg Bellany, retired Air Force officer, longtime federal civil servant, graduate of the African American Leadership Institute, and current president of the AALI SA Alumni Association. Together, they are helping carry forward a conversation that is not only necessary, it is overdue. Welcome, Tia and Greg, to the Maine Health Show.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah. I have a lot of history when it comes to the AALI, being an alum, and then having the utmost respect for the chamber. But I would like to start with the foundation for those who may not know much about either respective organization. So I would like to give you both a little opportunity to talk about it. Tia, would you tell us a little bit about what you represent and how?
Absolutely. And first of all, Stephanie, I really appreciate you allowing me to be here to represent the chamber. It's important, it's critical that we give a voice to an organization as strong and foundational as the chamber here in San Antonio. So the Alamo City Black Chamber, for those who have not been familiar with it, was actually founded in 1938. I mean, it has a long, strong history. And throughout the decades, the chamber has ebbed and flowed. As you stated before, I am not native to San Antonio. The military brought me here, but the sun and the love for San Antonio is what kept my family and I here. And I wanted to get involved. So the best way to do that was to seek out, what the chamber was doing. And once I founded a organization of my own, Breakbrush LLC, I needed help and support. And I figured the best place to do that was through the chamber. The chamber has, gone through stages of activation and activity. And in 2025, when the chamber shifted to our new chairman, who is Dr. Crystal Cross, we decided to close the doors and reestablish the processes and policies for the chamber, and then reopen the doors to make sure that it was worthy of the service needed for the San Antonio commerce and community. So for 2025, that's what we've been doing. So for those who have wondered, where is the chamber? What is going on with the chamber? The chamber was still active, but we had to go behind closed doors and clean up some of those processes. So we hope that you are forgiving in the time that it took to do that. But as 2026 rolled around, we came out of the gate strong, and we have been going out into the community to allow the community to know that the chamber is still here. And if you own a business or you want to support commerce within the Black community or minority-based small businesses, that is what we stand for, and that is why the chamber is here. So we're still growing, and we need others to help us grow, but we are just excited about what we're doing, and that's how we ended up partnering with the African American Leadership Institute as a start down that path of becoming active again.
And we're going to talk about what the exciting event, the forum that you guys are both
Absolutely.
doing. But I already know about the AALI, but Greg, kind of tell us a little bit about the African American Leadership Institute.
Yeah, as Tia mentioned,
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you so much for this collaboration
Yeah.
that you talked about in your introduction. I am just proud to say that I'm sitting next to an ALI alumni, and proud of what you have accomplished and your passion for continuing to get the word out into the community. So thank you for that. I also love talking about the African American Leadership Institute. The Institute was founded by Dr. Morris Striblin, a local leader and activist here in San Antonio. His idea, and also a group of other panelists and other committee members, was to create a organization that will train people who want to help the African American community become better, stronger leaders. Now, I'm military. I did 23 years in the military. I retired as a major. So I was also enlisted as an NCO. So I had a lot of opportunity to learn how to be a leader, but I wanted to know how to become an effective leader in a community that I realized I would retire in. So I traveled around a lot, and then once we got here to San Antonio, we did retire. But in 2023, the very first class of the African American Leadership Institute graduated, and we definitely thank Dr. Stribling for helping us to make that happen. And then for about 11 years, we were strong with pushing out and training folks who wanted to help the African American community. And we actually graduated just over 100 leaders into the community. And the last class was in 2013.
Okay.
And we, like the chamber had said, we went through a closure. Well, we went through a restructure where in 2025, we decided that we're going to come back strong. We know that the community needs leaders. We already have a very good set of leaders, like our host today, and we want to continue to grow that. And those of us who graduated from the program, we have talents from all industries, from all professional lives. And we believe that it's time for us to, as Doc says, give back to our community. So we are here and we are having events. We have strategic partnering with the Alamo City Chamber, with SACAM, who we'll talk about a little bit later. And we are ready to lend the talent that God has given us to have a better purpose. And so in 2026, we hit the ground running. We've had mixers, as you mentioned. We'll have this forum coming up where we partner with the chamber, but we're back and we are ready to go.
I love it. I love it. And I just know the importance of such powerful organizations as the Chamber and AALI in our community, because it just didn't stop with our class needing to know business, and then even you being a business owner. So you kind of talked a little bit about the Black Business Forum. To me, it feels more than an event. It feels like a movement. So I want you both to kind of chime in and tell me, how did the collaboration between the AALI San Antonio and Alamo City Black Chamber come together, and why do you feel like now is the right time to make that happen?
Tia handed me the mic first, so
Okay.
I'll jump in. In 2025, we met with Dr. Stribling, our founder, and told him that we would like to bring the organization back. And he said, well, what are you guys going to do? As all leaders should do, question, why do we need to exist? And we said, we want to make a difference. And he said that one of the things that we think that we should have is one strong Black chamber in San Antonio. We need the chamber to be that cornerstone of the community that all things are built on. And at the time, there were 2 chambers, and so he asked me to meet with both chambers and see what we can do about a collaboration. And so as I tried to do that, I realized that one chamber had closed and the other chamber was starting to rebuild.
Yes.
And that was the Alamo City Black Chamber. So I went to the Alamo City Black Chamber. I talked to their president, or their chairperson, Dr. Cross. And I told her that one of the things that we think that we can do from a African American leadership perspective is to help them host an event that would elevate the need and the importance of the chamber. And so the idea was born to have a forum. And then as we met, and we meet weekly to talk about the forum, it actually started to gel very well to where we are now all on one page on making sure that in the future that San Antonio has a solid corner that is built upon the chamber's abilities.
Okay, so you explained perfectly about the why of the need for the collaboration. Tia, can you talk about, I was reading the flyer and it said, building the Black economic ecosystem in San Antonio. What does a healthy Black economic ecosystem actually look like in practical terms? Business ownership, hiring contracts. Can you speak on that and accessing capital?
So the best way to be able to explain how we came to really understand the road that we're trying to travel down is to be able to read the end state, if I may. And I don't want to summarize it. I want to read it word for word, because that becomes the blueprint of, the beginning of, this whole journey. So the end state overall is a 3-year vision. By 2029, San Antonio will have a visibly connected, collaborative, and economically advancing Black business ecosystem that strengthens business visibility, increases economic circulation, fosters unified organizational leadership, expands political and economic influence, and drives measurable growth in business development, leadership capacity, and long-term community investment. And that is a tall order, but it is the umbrella that covers everything that we are trying to do. But what we did to go further than that was we broke it down into 3 lines of effort. Okay. And so that gives us, that assumed blueprint under the end state. So the first line of effort is to build a strong and sustainable Black business infrastructure. That is the chamber. We've got to, the chamber has to be a strong and functional backbone to this whole idea. And the second line of effort is creating a unified leadership and advocacy ecosystem. That is all of the organizations around the San Antonio area. I mean, the talent that we have here in the city is phenomenal. But I'm talking about those bigger agencies like the African American Leadership Institute and also the San Antonio African American Museum. Those are just 2 that have joined, made this a whole trifecta of, unified effort. And we're looking for additional agencies to be able to join that. So that's where line of effort 2, if you know of other organizations out there like the Black Contractors in San Antonio, we're looking for these organizations to come and join this effort in building that internal ecosystem. And then the final one is increasing the economic circulation and market expansion. And that's where our small black owned businesses can gain the support and the visibility that they need to grow and scale, and then also start circulating the dollars through their businesses. So that is, in a nutshell, the path that we have created for ourselves, and the first step to show that we are putting our action where our mouths are is the Black Business Forum.
I love it. You know, the word says for us to write the vision and make it plain, right? And so I see you doing that. And I also respect that both organizations realize the need for pressing pause, restructure, and starting again. Whereas sometimes people, that took wisdom, because some people just continue to go and do, and they know that they should sometimes revamp. So I really respect that and what it is that you're both doing. And I'm from Oklahoma, so this event kind of reminds me of the wealth and the prestige of not being too far from Tulsa. I was raised in Oklahoma City, but I know about the history of Black Wall Street. And so being an implant myself through the military, retiring here with my family, I just can see the future of San Antonio for the Black businesses being that way. And so I kind of want to talk about, give me as much detail as you want to, because we have 10 minutes left, about the event, the speakers. You mentioned Dr. Morris Stribling, who I have the utmost respect for. Kind of talk about who's going to be there and what's going to be done.
Okay. So the event is going to be on Saturday, the 27th of June, and it's at the Dr. E. Thurman Walker Sports Complex and Community Center. It is right across the street from Antioch Baptist Church. So if you're familiar with the East Side and Antioch Baptist Church, you will find the place. It's from 10 to 12. We have 5 panelists who are just dynamic leaders already in the San Antonio area. And we have Dr. Patricia Adams, Dr. Morris Stribling. We have Jeff May, who is part of the SACAM, as Tia mentioned earlier, the San Antonio African American Community Archive and Museum. They're just doing amazing things here in San Antonio. We have Latifah Jackson, and then we have Farrell Clark, who is an activist here in San Antonio, and another one who will walk a mile for you if you need him to. So those 5 panelists will be there. They will talk to us about how do we grow the Black community. How do we get ourselves to where we have an ecosystem that is self-sustaining? I saw a statistic just the other day that said we African Americans, although we are a small percentage of the American population, we outspend all the other communities in the nation. We put about $1.8 trillion every year into this economy. So we have the economic strength to make a difference. And if you look at a city like San Antonio, although again we are a small percentage here in San Antonio, economically we are giants. So we need to be able to act like giants. We need to, first of all, organize, come together, build the hub that we were talking about as building our Alamo City Black Chamber, and watch it grow, and then continue to collaborate with others and continue to make it grow. So the forum is going to be an amazing event. It is, as Tia mentioned, the very first step in us creating the ecosystem that we think this city so rightly deserves, and we think we can do it in 3 years.
I believe you can too. The clarion call is being made for businesses, business owners, small, large, and what have you. Tia, what do you hope attendees were going to walk away from the forum? Not just emotionally inspired,
Absolutely.
because we have the emotion, because we want the best for the community, but ready to act on from Monday morning. What can they put into place?
So you said, what should they walk away from the forum with? I personally hope that it is hope. That they understand we are not out here, just helpless and alone. they need to understand that there are people who are passionate about seeing us grow and thrive. And it does not take all of these other communities to prop us up. As I said earlier, we are rich with the talent within our own community. All we have to do is take that first step in one, trusting each other, seeking out our businesses and supporting each other within our own small businesses, circulating our dollars amongst our own businesses, and trusting each other that, yes, even though we are a rocky bunch, we are spunky, we like to, we like to spar with one another, but at the end of the day, support is here. Support can be within our own ecosystem. And if we can do that, if they could do that back in the day with Black Wall Street, we can do it today. But it starts with trust. It starts with support, and then it starts with unity to continue to build and grow. And that's what I'm hoping they get out of it.
And I believe it can too. Sometimes we have to say the quiet thing out loud. Other communities of other ethnicities, races, what have you, a lot of times will keep those monies in those communities.
Absolutely.
And it helps to promote, it helps to build. We have not learned that. I do not think that we are not incapable of doing it. So I think that we definitely need events and forums like this to give people that opportunity. I don't think we're so far removed where it can't happen. I think it takes people and leaders like you two and what in the organizations you represent to let people, give them the hope that you just mentioned, to be able and give them the tools, because sometimes things aren't innately a part of a community. It's learned and it's built. And I agree. I think we can do it if they did it back on Greenwood. They did it back in the day. I really believe with all the technology you talked about, the people and what all they bring, with all of that, I believe it can definitely happen. So I want to be able to give you both ample time to talk about maybe membership and how people can connect with the chamber, and also I think we have a QR code as well for the AALI, but kind of talk about how people can join and connect with you.
Sure. So with the chamber, we are working to strengthen and improve the social media aspect of the chamber. That connection is weak right now. And so, but we have, we're bringing on personnel that are helping us to strengthen that portion of it. The main way to get in contact with the chamber is through the website. You can go out to www.alamocityblackchamber.org to actually get out to the website. And on the website, there are several different tiers that you can join to become a member. But it's not only becoming a member. If you are unsure, contact us and allow us, to give you some of the different ways you can volunteer to be a part of the chamber. You can be a strategic partner, or you can be a sponsor if you want to donate to support the upkeep of the chamber, because right now, it's meager funds, and we're trying to be fiscally responsible with the funds that we do have. But all of that takes people and it takes support. So you can, get that information on the website. And just so you know, for all of the tiers that are listed on the website, there is a promotion happening. It's been from January until the 30th of June. Any tier that you sign up for is 50% off for your first year. So you can go out, become a member, put in the code Founding50, and you would get 50% off and all of the perks and benefits that come with that tier for your first year. So please go out, contact it. But also, if you had additional questions, you can reach out through the Alamo City Black Chamber 1 at gmail.com. And put your questions or concerns there, and we will get back with you as quickly as we possibly can. We have a few folks that are working behind the scenes, but we are getting members that are signing up every day who are ready to roll up their sleeves and get busy. So we're going to start getting those folks,
Yes.
active as well.
I love it. And Greg, tell us how we can connect in to AALI.
Yeah, so we are also going to publish our website on the 26th of June, but you can contact us right now on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. Our LinkedIn ALI page will be on the 14th of June. If you would like to, you can just reach out to me, Greg Bellany, on LinkedIn, and I can connect you, or with me on Facebook. But the best way to reach us right now is to just connect to the Facebook page and like us. So it's African American Leadership Institute in San Antonio, and there are other chapters around the U.S. So just click on the one for San Antonio, and you should be able to reach us. And if you are a leader and you want to lend your talents in the community, come join us.
Yes.
We will definitely have a project for you to help us with, and also give you an opportunity to spend time with awesome people in the community.
I love it. And as you were talking, it just made me think about every year I used to look forward to Tavis Smiley State of the Black Union. And for many years, we talked about different things that we can do, should do, and what have you. And I always wondered what happens after. You guys have given us an opportunity and what to expect after the Black Business Forum that I'm really thankful for the opportunity for you guys to come and to share with the viewers of the Maine Health Show and what it is that you got planned. Keep us updated. You guys are welcome to come back at any time.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
So
This is
that's
wonderful.
all for this episode of the Maine Health Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Anderson. Again, thank you for our guests, Atia Benning and Greg Bellany, for being here today. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.